Hey everyone, it's Hermie and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a video on thrifted finds that basically were pairs that at one point in time were separated, and then through my thrifting and just going through and digging through treasures, they kind of found their way back to each other. So you're gonna see too, the last one I'm gonna share is literally like 30 years in the making. So the first thing I want to show you is a piece of clothing that I got recently, because the rest are accessories. And just by the way, you guys, I've been thrifting like pretty much my entire life, and I'm pretty sure there's other pairs in my wardrobe that I'm not even aware of, but these are the ones automatically when I just came across, which I'm going to share later on in the video, this piece where it was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I came across this item. That sparked me. I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a video because I feel like this has been happening for like the last 4 months in these specific items. So I just wanted to share. But the fact that all these items that I'm going to show you, with the exception of one, happened like literally in this year, it makes me believe that there has to be other items that I have in my collection, in my wardrobe, but I just can't think of it at the moment. But these are a perfect example. So I have a trip to Hawaii later on this summer, as I keep on mentioning on all my social handles, and which I'm pretty sure you've heard here on some of my videos. And so I'm really looking for maxi skirts, floral skirts, really things that are bright. And so I ended up getting this Shein skirt, as you can see. It's not a full maxi. I don't know what you call it when it's like, it's still like, no, actually it is a maxi. It goes pretty close to my ankles. But anyways, this is beautiful red print. I've actually never bought any new Shein items. Never been on the website, never purchased anything on my own. But when I saw this skirt, I thought it was so cute. And I think this pattern is so fun, and red is so in right now. I love the color red. So I just thought this would be a perfect skirt. So I picked this up at a Goodwill. And then I want to say maybe like 3 weeks later, I was thrifting again at a Goodwill, and it was the same location. So I don't want to make it seem like it was randomly at a different location. This one is the same location. And then I saw this top hanging in the sleeveless rack section. And I was like, wait a minute, that looks like the pattern of the skirt I came across a couple of weeks prior. And so I just snagged it. It said it was Shein. So I was pretty positive off memory that this matched it. And it totally did. So I'm pretty sure this is an exact pair that someone probably donated together, but I was so happy when I saw this on the rack. This is really a tiny shirt, but I do see myself layering this over something else with this skirt, or just wearing it over my bikini top in Hawaii. But I just thought it was so cute. And you know, sometimes this one reminded me, like sometimes when you find something really cute, you know, check out the other sections and pay attention to the patterns, because the sets might have gotten separated through the process of the employees bringing out the stuff on the racks. So anyways, I was super excited about this one, and this happened just recently in the last 2 months or so. So sorry, I'm gonna try and put this back on the hanger. But this is the first one, so I'm just gonna hang this right here. But this was such a great find. I'm super excited. And even though it is Shein, it is fast fashion, I don't really like to promote fast fashion. The fact that it's thrifted, I'm totally fine with it. You know, I'm totally fine with it because it's thrifted. So here's another thing that happened recently in a Goodwill as well. And these were in 2 separate Goodwills. These were not in the same Goodwill, but it happened in the same week and it tripped me out. So I just have my box here of belts. I'm actually going to talk about how I store some of my stuff in a future video. Leave in the comments below if that's something you want to see. But one of the things I like to do, just as a little thing, I like to put them in some of my boxes. So this is a Louis Vuitton box that I have. I keep all my designer boxes. This is when me and my husband got gifts for each other on one of our wedding anniversaries. But anyways, so now I use it to store some of my really fun belts that I just like to display. But here's the thing. So this maybe happened like a couple of months ago. But look at this belt. Isn't it so cute? It's a butterfly belt. And I think I talked about this in another video I recorded, but I don't think I uploaded it yet. I did a belt one, but this one, look at how cute this like buckle is, right? I love butterflies. I always love butterflies. If I see anything with butterflies, I always want to grab it. So I found this one, and then in the same week at a different Goodwill in a different city, I came across this purple one. Isn't that crazy? It's the exact same belt. At a Goodwill in a different location. So I just thought that was so crazy. So this is another thing where like a pair of, two pairs come together. Like these are the exact same like company manufacturer. I don't know if these were popular in the 90s, but they match exactly to each other. And I found them at two different Goodwill locations in the same week. And so when I saw that, I was like, it's a sign, I got to get that one. And I just love these, like to put over trench coats, to put over blazers, over dresses. I'm super excited to use these for the summer, going into winter, pretty much every season, especially this purple one. Oh, purple in fall would be so beautiful. But anyways, how crazy is that? How crazy is that I found those two? So they definitely found their way. This is one that happened, I want to say a few years back. So I've said it in a couple of videos, and I just read right here. My parents used to sell vintage jewelry at the San Pedro swap meet in the early 90s. So San Pedro is a city here in California, in Southern California. And so when my parents moved away and they were packing some stuff, my dad actually, when he was moving away, I came across this necklace. And it's super pretty. It's really heavy, so it's not black pearls. It's like a metallic bead of some sort, but it's high quality. And I remember seeing this around when I was young in the 90s, and it was already old. So it's probably from the 80s, 60s. I have no idea what era, but this is something that my dad let me keep when he was packing up and moving from California to Arizona. And I asked him if I could have it, and he said, absolutely. So I got this piece. Later on, unfortunately, my father did pass away in 2019. And anybody who knows who has a parent who's ever passed away, you have to kind of go through their things. And I had thought that at that point we had kind of got rid of all their vintage jewelry, things like that. And I came across this bracelet. And so I remember it matched the necklace that my dad had given me like literally years and years prior. And I want to say that, at least in my mind, I don't remember seeing this when we were packing him up. And so this looked like a new piece. So I'm not sure if he ended up coming across this later on and he ended up picking it up and then I came across it afterwards, or if it was just a piece that was left behind. But either way, literally almost a decade apart, the pairs they joint back together. And these ones are a little bit thicker. The beads are a little bit thicker, but it's definitely the same material. It's definitely vintage just looking at the clasp. So this was very sentimental to me, but the fact that they were separated, or maybe they were never separated, and my dad found the pair and just remembered that he gave me the necklace that matched it. But either way, my dad gave me this one, and then I found this one among my dad's things literally almost a decade later. So I just think, I don't know, I'm gonna try not to cry, but these kind of made their way back to each other. So that one's really, really special. This one I think is beautiful. This is definitely jewelry you could pair up when you go, when you're dressing up in summertime, but it definitely has that palette for wintertime and fall. So this one, I just love it. It's beautiful. And I'm super excited that they found each other. So this is the one that really sparked the thing. And like I said, this one is 30 years in the making. So once again, just reiterating that my parents used to sell vintage jewelry. So I came across this belt, I want to say a month ago, maybe not even a month ago. It was on sale. It was the yellow tag sale at Goodwill. So the yellow tag was $1.99. So I just want to call out that this was $1.99 because it was $4.99, but it's $1.99. And this is genuine snakeskin. Look at how cool this buckle is. It is real snakeskin. It feels so cool. And it's a great, great belt. But the reason why I gravitated towards this belt is because it automatically reminded me of a necklace I have that my dad gave me in the 90s. And he used to sell, and it was one of the items that didn't sell when they were selling at San Pedro. So just so you know, this piece in like 93 maybe was already vintage. So I have no idea what year this is, but check this out. So when I saw this belt, I was like, I found something to match this bracelet. This is a bracelet. Look at this. It's real, genuine snakeskin, and it matches perfectly with this belt. Even the gold detail. Even the gold detail is a perfect match. Yeah, and I've had this bracelet forever. And so when I saw that belt at Goodwill, I was like, oh, is that real snakeskin? And then I looked at it and I was like, it's gonna match this bracelet that my dad literally gave me 30 years ago, you guys. 30 years ago, and it was already vintage then. So I am super excited about this. This is one of my precious items that I have in all my jewelry. I actually have some really beautiful pieces. Just unbelievable. But look at this. And this belt. So this is really what sparked me to do this video, and I just couldn't believe my eyes when I saw this, and it was $199. And so just the power of thrifting, digging, finding those treasures. And really what I wanted to say with all of this is, you know, really look at your items, and before you go thrifting, even before you go shopping or when you want to go online, like really do a scan of like your accessories, of your clothes, like kind of imprint that in your mind. At least that's what I do, to really kind of, I don't know, just like remember what you have or recall what you have. So when you're out there shopping and you're hunting, you'll be like, oh, that'll go perfect with that. And some things obviously that I showed here today are very sentimental to me, like the bracelets and these beaded pieces here. But I just think, you know, it's a really good practice just to scan and kind of remember the patterns that you have. So when you go shopping, so one, you find their magic pairs, or you're putting outfits together as you're going shopping. And it really is a good way not to be wasteful either, because you know if you're going to buy a piece, you're going to most likely wear it if you know you can dress it up or complement it with something else you already have in your home. So anyways, I just thought that was really exciting to share these 4 items that I basically found their lost soulmate, and they came together, and I'm super excited about it. And then just in case anybody asks, this is a Ava and Esme dress that I did thrift. I thrifted this at the Goodwill, and I love the little holes here. And then these earrings are actually drop earrings with some metal detail on the top. I got these from my father as well. I know I'm a very lucky girl. I don't think a lot of people could say that their parents sold vintage jewelry. I was very, very lucky to get these. These are one of the ones that my father did give me when he was moving to Arizona. So I love these. People always ask me where I got them from. And I was like, honestly, my dad thrifted, came across them sometime in the 80s or early 90s. Because I think they stopped selling at the San Pedro swap meet. I want to say probably in 93, maybe even 92. Yeah, maybe even 92. But I just love these. They have great weight. But anyways, so as you guys know, a lot of stuff that I wear is thrifted, so I'm always willing to share. But I just wanted to say thank you for spending the time with me. I'm still getting used to making these videos, having that personality and that structure. But right now I just figure, you know what? Try not to be perfect. Just get the stuff out there, because I think it was really important to share how you could find pieces and pair them together. So as always, please leave a comment below. Hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys soon again. Thank you.